half the oxygen that we breathe come from tiny organisms that live in the ocean. These organisms are called phytoplankton. They produce oxygen just like land plants. But phytoplankton aren't plants, they're protists, single-celled organisms. They're so small that thousands of them can fit into a single droplet of water. In order to study phytoplankton, scientists use microscopes or satellites. From space, we see Earth like this. But some satellites can see Earth like this. In this case, these colors represent the concentration of phytoplankton. Phytoplankton depend on nutrients and proper temperature and light conditions to grow and reproduce. Areas such as open ocean have lower concentration of phytoplankton because of limited amounts of nutrients. The mouth of the Mississippi River is a perfect example of nutrient-rich runoff for phytoplankton. 41% of the United States drains into the Mississippi River and then into the Gulf of Mexico. About 12 million people live in urban areas that border the Mississippi. These areas constantly discharge untreated waste. However, the majority of the land in the Mississippi watershed is farmland. All of the urban and farm discharge includes nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus, which are very important for the growth of phytoplankton. About 1.7 million tons of these nutrients are dumped into the Gulf of Mexico every year. Once the Gulf of Mexico receives this huge amount of nutrients, massive phytoplankton blooms occur. These blooms result in areas called dead zones, areas of low oxygen concentration where few organisms can survive. For example, fish eat the phytoplankton. These fish then produce waste, which falls to the bottom of the Gulf. There lurk bacteria that decompose the waste, which also use up the oxygen, creating hypotoxic conditions. There is not enough oxygen for the other organisms to use. The dead zone has arrived.